Just pärast teist maailmasõda
there was a British submarine that was in the Mediterranean Sea.
oli Briti allveelaev Vahemeres
And they got stuck at the bottom of the sea.
ja nad jäid kinni Vahemere põhja.
The surfacing mechanism of the sub had malfunctioned.
Selle allveelaeva mehhanism, mis toob nad pinnale, see nagu oli rikkis.
And they tried to fix it.
Ja nad püüdsid seda parandada.
But they couldn't.
Aga nad ei saanud.
They were stuck there at the bottom of the sea.
Nad olid kinni seal mere põhjas.
And their oxygen supply was running low.
Ja nende õhuvarustus hakkas otsa saama.
And they couldn't get to the surface.
Ja nad ei saanud kuidagi pinnale.
And they were too far and too deep to get help before it was too late.
Ja nad olid liiga kaugel ja liiga sügaval, et õigeks ajaks nendele abi jõuaks.
And so, after trying everything they knew to fix the surfacing mechanism and nothing worked.
Ja pärast, kui nad olid teinud kõik, et seda viga parandada,
the captain of the submarine,
selle laeva kapten,
who was not a religious man,
kes ei olnud religioosne mees,
but being desperate now,
aga olles meeleheitel,
ordered his crew to pray.
Käskis oma meeskonnal palvetada.
He ordered the entire crew to pray and to sing hymns.
Ta käskis tervel meeskonnal palvetada ja laulda hümne.
Imagine being one of the crew. Okay, now you have to pray. Start praying.
Mõtle, kui sina oleksid üks nendest meeskonna liikmetest ja sulle öeldakse, et sa pead palvetama, sa pead laulma.
Now you have to sing. Start singing.
Nüüd sa pead laulma, hakka laulma.
So they did.
Nii et nad tegid seda.
They prayed and they sang.
Nad palvetasid ja nad laulsid.
They sang and they prayed.
Nad laulsid ja palvetasid.
They sang every hymn that they knew.
Nad laulsid iga hümni, mida nad teadsid.
Both of them, over and over again.
Mõlemad neist hümnidest kordades ja
And they prayed and they sang.
Nad laulsid ja palvetasid.
And they sang more and they prayed more.
Ja nad laulsid veel ja palvetasid veel.
And guess what God did?
Ja arva, mida Jumal tegi?
Garnished.
Mitte midagi.
Absolutely garnished.
Absoluutselt mitte midagi.
And they knew they were all finished.
Ja nad teadsid, et lõpp on lähedal.
They knew they were all going to die.
Nad teadsid, et nad surevad.
And so the captain of the sub,
nii et selle laeva kapten, selle allveelaeva kapten,
ordered the ship's doctor,
käskis selle laeva doktorit, arsti,
to inject all the crew members with a sedative to calm them down, to calm their nerves.
Käskis annustada nendele meeskonna liikmetele sellist ainet, mis rahustab nad maha.
In the face of their soon coming death.
Selle surma ees.
Only one problem.
Ainult üks probleem oli.
The ship's doctor was so nervous.
Et see laeva arst oli nii närvis.
You know, looking at his own death coming very shortly.
Vaadates enda surma tulemas.
That when he was mixing up the sedative,
et kui ta miksis neid aineid kokku,
he got the dose wrong.
Ta sai selle doosi vale.
And he gave them the wrong amount of sedative.
Nii et ta andis neile vale nii-öelda selle koguse seda rahustit.
So instead of giving them enough just to calm them down.
Nii et kui ta andis neile
instead of giving them enough to make them calm,
selle asemel, et neile anda õige kogus, et nad lihtsalt maha rahustada,
he gave them too much.
Ta andis neile liiga palju.
And he gave them enough to knock them out, to make them go unconscious.
Nii et ta andis neile nii palju, et nad kaotasid teadvuse ja olid seal.
So he started injecting people, overdosing them with the sedative.
Nii et ta andis neile üledoosi sellest rahustist.
And then a few minutes later,
ja paar minutit hiljem,
crew members started passing out, going unconscious all over the ship.
Nii et need meeskonna liikmed üle terve laeva kaotasid teadvust.
Like literally like, boom!
Ja
boom, they were just fainting everywhere.
Minestasid igal pool.
You know, they weren't slain in the spirit, they were just fainting.
Nad ei olnud nii-öelda maha võetud vaimu poolt, vaid nad minestasid.
And one guy who was part of the bridge crew.
Ja üks mees, kes oli nii-öelda silla meeskonna liige.
Just like all the others, he fainted, he passed out. Boom.
Nagu ka kõik teised, tema ka minestas.
But he didn't just fall on the floor.
Ta lihtsalt ei kukkunud põrandale.
He fell down like this.
Ta kukkus
boom! His head
tema pea
hit the jammed surfacing mechanism on the console.
Lõi seda mehhanismi, mis tooks nad pinnale.
And unjammed it.
Ja tegi selle korda.
And as he fell to the floor,
ja kui tema kukkus põrandale,
the submarine rose to the top of the sea.
Siis see allveelaev tõusis pinnale.
And everybody was saved.
Ja kõik said päästetud.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And folks, if God can do it for a bunch of British sailors stuck on the bottom of the sea,
kui Jumal saab teha seda nende Briti meremeeste jaoks, kes olid kinni seal Vahemere põhjas
65 years ago,
65 aastat tagasi,
God can do it for you.
Jumal saab teha seda sinu jaoks.
And God can answer your prayers.
Jumal saab vastata sinu palvetele.
Way more than you can ever ask or expect or think right now.
Palju rohkem, kui sa suudad küsida või oodata.
If we'll only believe in Him and obey Him.
Kui sa kuuletud temale.
Amen.